Sound test room.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. So, here we go. SidTracker 64. After the relative disappointment of Waldorf Attack Drums and its initial release, here we go with SidTracker 64. It's a tracker. It makes chiptune sounds. 3 hours to make your machine go blip. £9.99p. There are better things to do with your money. Right now, I can't think what they are because this is just brilliant. Okay, so SidTracker 64. It's awesome. Just awesome. Even if you don't like chiptune, you should get this. This makes life fun and interesting. It really, really does. It's very clever how they've done this because it emulates the SID64 chip, I think. This is the kind of thing. And you have 3 tracks here, and you have a 4th track here, which is like an effects track. It can be a little confusing, but I mean, and I'm not like, I'm not expert on this stuff, but I've had such a good time playing with this. It's just fab. So the synth engine is great. You get like for each project sort of thing, you can get 32 sounds. Okay, but for each project, 32 different sounds. Whatever, and your project will remember those sounds as this. So, for instance, if I've got this sound here, and I want it to be a little different than that, so what I'd like is for this particular experiment, I'm gonna make this a bit more on the vibrato, bit faster. Faster than that. No delay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of delay, but only a little bit. Right, so we can record up to 3 notes. So, but you can't like double up on notes. So you've got to work at getting this to sound great. So to make yourself to enter notes, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can just hit this record button here and enter the note, and it's in. And once you've entered the note, you're allowed to edit various parts of the note while you're in this kind of mode. So we could put so I could put, for instance, let me see what we could put there. We could put a G, an E, sorry, and in this one we'll put a G. So we've created a C chord. So when we play, let's just forget the record. When we play, it'll track over your 16, your first bar of 16. The great thing about SidTracker is that you've got stacks and stacks of control over your bars and lengths and stuff like that as well. So, for instance, if I wanted and this is one of the things I said with Waldorf Attack, you can't increase the length of the pattern. But with this you can. So you just hit this little settings here, and you'll see down here pattern length, and you can set it from 16, but you can set it all the way from 8. So, and then 16, but then you can go all the way up to, there we go. Oh, look at this, look. I think maybe 128. So, massive. So let's go back to 16. Because 16 is nice to work on for this thing. So I love this. I really do. It's great. It's really, really clear. And it's, they've done such a good job. Everything works. So here we go. So we've got this. Okay, so I want to put in, so here, for instance, so I want it to go dun, dun. I'm just going to enter notes by hand again. So I'm going to add a C there again, and an E, and a G. Now, if you listen now, if I hold it, you get the sustain. But we haven't got the sustain there, have we? So, let me see. So, I'm going to go to this one here. And this is, you see, I'm going to go to the step below and see this sustain here. It's a sustain. I'm going to sustain that there, that there, that there. I'm going to sustain it all the way down there. And I'm going to do the same here. And here. Okay, so now when we play it, we get the sustain come in. Okay, so that way that's that. And then what we can do is we can add different sounds onto the empty parts of the pattern. So let's see if we hit this little drum thing here. I'm in record mode there, so let me just clear that out and clear that there. I can play it this time, but what will happen if I try to put a drum note over that C4, it will replace the C4 for the drum hit. So I don't particularly want to do that, so I'm going to clear that and replace that with the C4 sound again. So now let's just play. Hit record and we'll hit metronome and we'll play. So you can see how simple it is to start building stuff up. Now we can choose a different sound for in here. So let's, for instance, say, and this is going to remember any adjustments that you've made. SidTracker will remember it for that particular thing. And if you've adjusted that lead sound, for instance, which I have, you can rename. You can edit the name and call it lead sound, and I'll say Vib lead sound with. Let's see, lead sound with. I can go. That's it. Well, I can say lead sound V anyway. So that means I've added vibrato to my lead sound, and there it is, and it'll be there. And then what I might want to do then is, while I'm in this just save. So I'll just put save as Doug. That's not Doug. Save it as Doug. Okay, and we'll put save, and then that's remembered. So if I want to come back to it at a future date, I can. So let's see what we could put in here. Let's put some bass in. Let's try this one. Let's get rid of that. So okay, so let's play along. Let's just see what happens. So very simples. So there you go. I mean, that doesn't sound great, but doesn't matter. Right, so for instance, now we can go to song edit, and here we have our song mode. Now, there are certain things you have to remember in song mode as well. This little number here, 0, 1, 41, and 81, they're actual pattern numbers. So this, like C4, D3, D3, C4, D sharp, D3, that is now pattern 1. Okay, so for instance, what I'm going to do is add a new pattern now. Okay, and you will see that it goes to 0, 2, 42, 80. So this next thing that plays along will now I'm going to play in song mode because I'm not looping. There'll be nothing there. If I now, depending on where I hold this, if I hold it over the 0, 2 or hold it over the 0, 1, let's hold it over the 0, 2. And move it that way, you'll see it'll change to 0, 1. Now in pattern 2, we'll get this first pattern play. Pattern 1. See? So it's important to remember that once your patterns are stored, you can recall various numbers. So let's do this one. Let's go back to this one. Let's double tap on pattern 1, and let's copy. Pattern 1 done. Ew. Did I just erase that? Let me try again. Go back to pattern 1. Right. Oh, I must have erased it. Oh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The other thing I was going to show you was this, right? Let's just copy that again. Let's move that to pattern 1. So we've got three patterns playing in pattern 1. If we can select, if we double tap, we can just, let me see, we can select all by doing this, and now, yeah, I must have, I pressed cut. Right, let's copy, right, done, and let's add another 3 here, double tap, select, and I'll just paste, Done. So now it should all play the same all the way through. Let's just see if it does. Yeah. Now this second zero here, this is transposed. So to save us placing new notes in, like at a different transpositional point, we can just, we can just click on that there, and I'm going to move it +1, +1, +1. And I've moved that now up 1 semitone. Okay, so if we now go back to the beginning, we should transpose up here. Brilliant. See, it's simples. Now, let's forget this for a sec. Let's load something else I was doing. Let me see. So still testing, test. I did. So what did I do for test? Oh, I have done another one as well. So, example load. So that was something else that I did. Now, let me see. That's another thing as well. Instead of like selecting them this way, you can see that they'll change. You can flick, 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 and they'll flick through the different things. So let's just say, look at this one here, where we have these. Setting things up like that is real simple. I think the easiest way to do this would be to go new song, clear all, and let's just enter a couple of notes here. Let's play. I got that slightly in the wrong timing there, so we can clear that, go to there and just press F. And it's in. Now to do some really, really cool stuff here. With this F, we're going to look at the note edit thing. If we play it, see, it doesn't really, do out. It's part of a chord, that's why you're hearing 2 poly. You can set your polyphony there as well, but there you go. So you can have pulse reset and filter reset. They're not all going to sound like they're doing something, and some of them are basically done for a live performance, but the neat things are glide. So if we switch this glide on here, you can set your glide down. Okay, we're doing this. That was the one thing I would like to see, linear control instead of rotary control. But there you go. Kind of everything, can you, straight away. So you can see now that we've got, it's a little, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little tiny titchy icon appeared. There's a couple appeared actually. And they're indicating that we're doing something and it's going to go up. So you can hear it start to go up. But if we do this now and we sustain this note a bit further, so we get some sustain onto the note, you'll hear the glide up a lot more. And that's how you put your glide in. And that's how also you affect different things. Tide tends to kick things off. But like I said, some of these are more for live control, I think the developers are saying. So, you don't need to worry too much. And the third point is, let's see. Let's just copy. Actually, no, let's not. Because it's different. I'm going to add a new thing, and I'm going to record some new bits and pieces in there. So make sure I'm on loop. I'll tell you why, because it will make more sense if I did it this way. So can see how easy it is to actually start building stuff up and making it sound really clever. Now, let's take our loop off so it plays the song. Now, what we can do with the effects, let's see. I want to work on this little drummy thing. So we have here, you can see at the end you have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's the effect number. But this is the effect. So at the moment this is set at 5 ticks per note, which means that's running it pretty much standard. So if I was to close that now, you'd see little 5 running there in it. Now you'll notice that at the top of both of these, S5 has appeared because it's, see, both of them have an S5 there, although we only put S5 in this one, because of the 0, 0 here. So if I want to do this and I want to go like this, I lift it up and move. So you drag, and to change the pattern as well, I might want to add, if you wanted to change the pattern, you just touch it and then you pull. Okay. So I think it was 2. Yeah. Okay. So that's understand that how it works? Now this is the same. We have 0, 0, so 0, 0 will be on all patterns that have a 0, 0 at the end. But I don't want it to be there, so I'm going to move that to 0, 1, where there's nothing yet. So this first one will be 0, 0, and this second one will be 0, 0, 1. Okay. 0, 0. No. 0, 0, 1. And let me just save that. Oh, that's weird. So now I'm doing something wrong now. There's a way that you set this to be controlled. Well, what would it be? Oh, wait. Sorry. Probably there. Yeah. Sorry. We do it on, because we're in song mode, we do it on this one here. Now what will happen? Now you see it sounds exactly the same, right? I've done the wrong one. Right, let me take that back to 0, 0. Let me take this one to 0, 1. Right, that's better. I want the drummy bit to slow down. And to do this, we click on our effects track again, and you see ticks here. I want it to slow down exactly half. So if I wanted to do that, I would move this 5 to a 10. And you'll see what will happen now is that once it reaches its second bar, the thing will slow down. Now, at this point, we have to put in this one that goes back to 5. I think we'll see S10 and S5. Right, this is how it works. So. I'm just gonna there's someone at the door, so I'm just gonna play you a track. So this is some of the ultra cool stuff you can do. Right. You get so look anyway. That's how that kind of functions. So it's quite you can you dig in and you do stuff. Now you can also. Oh, I would also point out that you can notice now that your 32 sounds are completely different, and they're just initial because I've only used the first 19 for different sounds. So what else? What else is that's important? It has a brilliant manual here, absolutely superb. You can scroll through all the pages, and it will show you everything that you really need to know. Also, let me just go back to load, and let's just initialize, load. You can set up a completely blank track and just do your synth programming yourself here. Select the wave. The wave tables are very, very cool. So this is your ADSR, standard ADSR, and then you can start adding. Do all sorts of mad stuff, right? Just that little there, and then we could look at this table. Starting to make all these super, super cool chippy sounds now. Easy, it's dead easy, and it's so much fun, right? So anyway, so say for instance, you think, oh right, I don't want that shit. I can't get rid of. Why can't I just delete me tables? I want to go back. Just hit another waveform, and it'll go away. Same with this. Same with this one here. All you need to do is touch one of the controls, and it'll go away. And you're back to your basic beginnings. Other things in settings, these are just the defaults, the ticks per beat and stuff. How it's worked out. Your pattern length here, like I said before, I explained, you can set it to whatever you like, which is very, very, very nice. And this is MIDI. It is MIDI compatible. You can plug a keyboard in. Listen, guys, I've gone on for ages and ages now. Oh yeah, also as well, it has a counting. Very cool. So yeah, you have loads and loads of cool stuff. Loads of cool stuff. Cycle is it will cycle through through a what's it? Oh look, Jacob's just uploaded a new video. So you could like say, let's plus this and let's select it there. So if we're in cycle mode and we do it'll play across all three. Okay. So you can build up cool stuff like that as well. Okay, and then you hear the kind of thing that they used to do. All right, guys, I've gone on for now 25 minutes. It's brilliant, awesome SidTracker. Go and get it. You'll have a ton of fun. You'll have a ton of fun. And it has loads of stuff I haven't even begun to cover, and you've just got to dig in and have a blast. All right, guys. Always enjoyed this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Visit us at thesoundtestroom.com, where me, Colin, and Jacob will try and help you as best we can. And, I will see you later.